Hello again, everyone. This is Jeff Reed from a writer for iFanboy. Modern DC Comics continuity is such that Alfred Pennyworth is the person who helped raise Bruce Wayne after Bruce's parents were killed in that crime alley mugging. But that wasn't always the case. From the continuity from about 1940 or so up until 1986, it was claimed that Alfred Pennyworth only became a member of the Bruce Wayne staff after Bruce Wayne was a full-grown adult, and after he even had Dick Grayson come on as his ward, and after Batman and Robin had established themselves in Gotham City. That's when Alfred came along. So who then raised Batman? Who raised Bruce Wayne when he was about a kid? The answer is not forthcoming in the comics very much. The comics of that era were very much forward-thinking. They were episodic, they were propulsive, they were not looking back on the origins of characters. They were interested in the next adventure and how it would entertain the readers from there. It was not until Batman number 208 that we got an answer to this question. It was there we met someone named Mrs. Chilton, who was showing off a scrapbook she made of all the various women who've impacted Batman and Bruce Wayne's lives over the years. She actually claimed that she was the most important woman in Batman's life, but we didn't get the answer as to why until the end. It turns out that Mrs. Chilton was the housekeeper who helped raise Bruce Wayne, but she was the housekeeper of Philip Wayne, who was Thomas Wayne's, Bruce Wayne's father's brother. So he was the uncle to Bruce. But also Mrs. Chilton had a very other impact on Bruce Wayne's life, and that was because she was the mother of Joe Chill. She was the one who helped raise Joe Chill, who would eventually become the murderer of Thomas and Martha Wayne. So her helping raise Bruce in a very healthy, loving way was her attempt to make some amends for the death of Bruce's parents. Now, you probably never heard of Mrs. Chilton because she's only really appeared in this one issue. She's not even an entry in the Essential Batman Encyclopedia. She's in here in the entry for Joe Chill. She is not in here in her own entry, which is surprising. For the most important woman in Bruce's life, you think she'd rate a little higher than that. She did appear one other place, and that was in the Untold Legend of the Batman miniseries, reprinted here as a tabloid-sized edition. It is a gorgeously huge book that I love. I'm glad I got this thing here. But, that's it. She appears as a flashback there where Batman is reminiscing about his past, so Mrs. Chilton and Uncle Philip show up there, but not as a new story. We never see more about Mrs. Chilton. She appears one other place. She's in an Elseworlds tale set in Little Gotham, but that's it. For the woman who, for a while at least, helps raise Bruce Wayne, she kind of got a short shrift in terms of stories. But you know what? I guess Alfred is more important, and so we go with him instead. But Mrs. Chilton should have her due, I think.